Alright guys, check this out. It's me again at the day's end. My injury's getting better so I can look a little bit more cuter. My eyes still black. This is just an update before I get into my story. What I've discovered is that these individuals that I'm dealing with, the terrorists, they have a tier existence. They start at the bottom where they are the panhandlers, so-called homeless people. And they have several tier existence that ends up at the Broadmoor. Now, these individuals that are targeting and eliminating American systems, they have a very unique communication method. I have a transmitter in the gold filling, that tooth that gold filling is covering. These individuals have transmitters and receivers. They have transmitters in their mouth similar to the one I have, and they have a receiver, I think is down here or somewhere real close to their ear, how they communicate and receive instructions. The way they operate is the panhandlers, when they're on the streets identifying or more or less pretending to be in need, they identify the targets that they are going to choose to pursue. Based on the person that they encounter that gives them money, they have the ability or gets trained to identify if they are a good potential target based on their gullibility, their niceties, their Christianity, the make and model of their vehicle, and if there's someone who has a lot of money or maybe benefits. When they get that information from whoever gives them money, they communicate that information up to their next level tiers. If they identify a target, they find out where they live. They have the locksmiths on their payroll. If their target, like happened to me, has surveillance cameras that are Wi-Fi capable, they intercept Wi-Fi. They turn it off. They go into their places of residence, apartments and or homes. The managers are in on it too. They put up surveillance cameras and audio equipment inside their homes. Now, if they have a vehicle, like they did to me, I purchased a 2008 Chevy Tahoe from Mike Maroney Chevrolet up north by the Walmart by the Air Force Academy. I went to go get a key made, and I saw him. Mike Maroney and his mechanics put audio equipment in my vehicle. I could hear myself speaking to my speakers once I identified the frequency. Now, once they got their target all scoped out, then they intercept all of their communications using phantom routers, cellular devices, anything that is electronic. And when their target makes a phone call out and their phones are intercepted, they pretend to be the people that their target is attempting to call. They're good. Now, they have the ability, based on their counterparts in these various agencies, to answer a few of the questions. They've been doing this for years. If they get stumped on a particular question that they cannot answer, then they'll put their target on hold and transfer the call to the appropriate entity that they're trying to communicate with. It's all a systematic network of deception. Now, they're trained to utilize cellular technology and computer technology for much better than I am. I got my A plus and C plus plus certification in 2001. I never used it, so you lose it. But I'm not stupid. Now, the people around the community, they will taunt, stalk, and harass their targets, and then try to be nice to them, looking for their target to communicate a threat. Leave me alone, get away from me, or I will do this, or I will do that. A threat, which is an arrestable offense. And once they're into the court system, they control the courts, the jails, and once you're in the jail, you're forced into the hands of their public defender. You cannot make a call out. And the public defender who is working with the DA and the judges, right, they already know what they're going to do to you. So public defender pretends to be on your side, but they're coordinating with the DA and the judge. Now, during all this timeline, the judge will place you on a probation, of course, make it seem legitimate. But they will stalk, taunt, and harass you in an attempt to get you to violate that probation. Now, the public defender who's pretending to be on your side will convince you, the entire public defender entity, not just one, that they're looking out for your best interests. Take this deal. It's not that big of a deal. You just get probation, or you won't have to pay court costs, or say anything to make it seem sweet. And the uneducated person will take the deal, thinking that they're getting off easy. But what their victim does not realize is they are creating a criminal record. And at any time, after numerous arrests of false charges, like they did to me, the judge can at any time label you a danger to society and incarcerate you for a very, very long time. And if you are receiving benefits, they're operatives at the Social Security Office, the VA, and other benefits association within our government will reroute the benefits of their victims slash targets American citizens to their leadership at the Broadmoor, which requires a routing number and checking account number to receive it, but most importantly, identifying their operatives inside our government. It requires a user ID to log into the government system to send it. So I sent up a report recommending that we start an audit here in Colorado Springs, identify how many people who are deceased and there are still benefits being paid out, and individuals that are incarcerated, where their benefits should have stopped after 90 days and benefits are still being paid out. Follow the money. This is a well-developed scheme. All four military bases are involved. They are at various levels throughout our government, and they followed me to Texas, Kansas, New Mexico. Once I realized they were not going to leave me alone, I came back to Colorado Springs and brought myself out of retirement. I filed 122 police reports in Colorado Springs police computers, identifying their crimes during my pattern and practice investigation. And the very crimes of harassment and menacing I was charged with 7 to 8 times falsely are the very crimes I investigated and prosecuted myself as a Department of Defense Federal EEO officer. The police and Falcon Police Department, they had my credentials. I gave it to them. Now I know why they did not understand what they were reading. They are not our American citizens. They have ID, but they are Russian domestic terrorists. That's it for tonight. Do some more tomorrow.